Danette Chavis of National Action Against Police Brutality and Murder, coming to you with a very important message that needs your attention. By now, we are all aware that police murder and do so with impunity. But what has not been brought to our attention, at least not to the degree in which it should, is the aftermath, the mental and emotional trauma incurred by those families when society, police, and the system itself declares a murder to be just and expects those families to go on and live their lives as if it never even happened. Several weeks ago, a call went forth inviting families who had lost a loved one at the hands of police to see if they'd be interested in self-help, healing, and the tools by which to strengthen the fight, which many had taken on in their own fight and demand for justice. Over 30 families responded, then 40, then 50. They responded to an invitation to gather in Detroit for a gathering of families traumatized by police murder. This gathering is being fully financed solely by donations and will provide for plane fare, hotel accommodations, and breakfast and lunch for those in attendance. Thus far, over $11,000 has been raised, yet the goal is set at $30,000 to ensure that every family who has registered will be able to attend. So I am speaking to you by video to implore you, donate, to ensure that no family is left behind. This gathering could very well be the only support some families have ever known. It's not merely a gathering of families to share their tragedies, but to learn self-help and also receive help, while the organizers of the event build a strong case as to why police murders are a public safety issue, as well as a safety hazard, one without remedy for its victims. If you or I were a victim of a crime, there are victim services which would be provided for by the state. If you were a victim of a robbery which occurred in your apartment, you could have your locks changed for free. If you were a victim of domestic violence, you could be relocated at no cost to you. If you were a rape victim, you could have all of the aforementioned plus therapy at no cost to you. If your loved one or family member is a victim of a crime and murdered in the street, you could receive up to $5,000 in burial costs. But if your child or loved one is murdered by police, you get nothing. In light of the epidemic of murders occurring by police, we have a serious epidemic on our hands, one which has been without remedy for far too long. As the founder of National Action Against Police Brutality and Murder, I know, for I encounter countless families fighting hard to cope with little or no resources in order to do so. Yet some have chosen to fight a system, while others fight hard to make another day. So I implore you, donate and support this effort. Ensure that each and every family is enabled to attend this gathering. Thank you.